Pain, pain, and more pain, but all we can do is move forward. We head to week 13. Take on the Louisville Cardinal. Get locked out for tight end Tyler Wells, whatever. Stadium atmosphere at a B-. LJ Young Jr. was named Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Rightfully so. We hit him twice for monster passes. Is our promotion chance in jeopardy? It's us or ODU. As long as we don't lose, we're promoted. Because we haven't played ODU this season, we have a greater point differential. So the only way ODU gets promoted over us is if we lose and they win. In terms of who they're playing, they're done, actually. We had one more conference game than they did. So we're in. We're in. As long as we don't lose. If we lose, they went with the strategy of one less game. Win and we're in. If we lose, they have a better points percentage and they make it through. We have to beat Louisville to win and get promoted. Had we beaten Kansas State, we'd be through already. We have to beat Louisville. The losses to Wyoming and Indiana, absolutely costly. The loss to K-State, it is what it is. We're not ranked anymore, by the way. Win and we're in against the number 2 team in the country. Well, we certainly know how to make it interesting, don't we? We have to beat the number 2 team in the country because we lost to K-State, Wyoming, and Indiana. Or we don't get promoted. All right. All right. Louisville was the spinner. Sure was. All we had to do was not choke away a 27-point lead to Wyoming, and we'd be through. Kansas could have been Kennesaw. I almost clutched the comeback, but just couldn't hold on. A lot could have gone differently, but it is what it is. Yeah, we were up 27-0 at halftime on Wyoming and lost. Ryan Doyle is a bust. Get him out of there. What about Aaron Wint? Scouting him yet. Okay. This is it. Win and we're in, lose, and we will stay in this conference. We have to beat the number 2 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinal. Three losses we have. The K-State one is the only one that you can look at and be like, it is what it is. And that puts us into this situation. We'll need the biggest win in program history. Control offense all game. First quarter. 7-0 TOUGLANE. At the end of 1. Second quarter. 7-3. 10-3. 10-10 at the half. Third quarter. 13-10, 13 all heading into the fourth against the number 2 team in the country. It's our ball, and we're forced to punt. Cardinals take the lead, and we'll hop in. Louisville with the lead with 5:22 to go in a must-win game.
They'll leave it with him.
We have Targaryen back at running back for the first time in a long time, which is nice.
They just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker.
First down.
That's why those types of plays are successful.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first
Keep
down.
running our RPO-based offense. He might have just gotten hurt right there.
From the gun, the ground game.
Great blocking on the outside. Grant gets 6. I'm pretty sure Targaryen just got hurt again immediately. He did not. We are without DJ Dean, though. I'm not putting Targaryen in at quarterback. We're fine.
You want to talk about making it easy for
We're fine.
You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking for room. It's great.
They keep playing man defense here, which definitely eats into our RPO strategy, but it means other options should open up. Although our quarterback is now the tired one and at risk of injury, which is interesting. They're going to play man. That should open up some opportunities.
First downs, and here they come again. Softened them up with a run, and now to throw.
There's nothing there.
Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't.
We had X and single coverage downfield, but there was nothing there.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them.
Frost's right leg is killing him. We're going to have to take Frost out. Yeah, I mean, his speed is neutralized. I literally can't put the other guy in. Methamphetamine's going to have to take over at quarterback. Targaryen is falling apart, so they're out of the game. Anybody else with the severe amount of wear and tear? LJ? Anybody else I should be aware of? Swap centers. Again, you could argue this should be the one game that people should try to play through. Honestly, it is the one game people should try to play through, isn't it? Fuck it. People get hurt, they get hurt. If people get hurt, they get hurt. You gotta play through it, gentlemen. You gotta play through it. I can't, you must have missed it or been on ad. I literally can't put Targaryen in at quarterback. It won't let me.
Quarterback pressure. This offense.
We're gonna play man. We gotta try to run this football.
To get the ball out a little bit quicker.
Maybe not, actually. There might be an opening here.
Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Stepping to the right. He'll get rid of it.
Picked. Should have been. There's just nobody open, man. There's nobody open.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn it back.
We just can't find anything.
He got flushed outside.
Playing man coverage and we can't win the battles.
Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback.
There's just nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go.
Honestly, it It just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really
I got a punt.
demonstrated itself throughout.
Based on where we are, I got a punt.
They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
We got to hope our defense can make a play here. Pretty much had no choice but the punt.
And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
Not what I wanted, but what choice do we have?
Obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And he doesn't find much.
Try to get our offense a little bit of a break.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only
It's a hell of a tackle.
push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
We need to stop here. We need to stop. This is a must-win game, or we're not going to get promoted.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
4th and 1. He was close. He was damn close, but not close enough.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Almost hit the punter, even though it wasn't set to block. 2 timeouts. We started our 31. What the fuck am I going to do offensively, man-to-man coverage? What am I going to do? Can't run the RPO. We're going to have to throw the ball. Run meshes, yeah.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Good run.
Ross got heart, man. That right leg's hurting.
It's the fourth quarter.
But he's got heart.
It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Looking for a man. It's Frost. Finds us back in the middle.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Looking to pass on 2nd down.
LJ. Oh, if anybody could have came down with that ball, it was LJ.
Would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands.
Picked. Almost. I got lucky. We just couldn't get that ball over there in time.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays, and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting
Real
back
scary.
with all the DBs on the field and
Nearly the mistake to end it.
How can we get 1st downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Fires to the wideout.
Hell of a grab. Hell of a grab.
Those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football.
Just got rid of it in time.
Great concentration.
Chased out of the pocket. I don't know how Frost is still moving.
Released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on second down for this offense. To throw, it's Frost. And wings it incomplete.
Dude, our guys just, they can't get open right now.
They're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete.
What a fucking grab.
Found his man and zipped it in there, and they got it first down in the red zone at the 11.
Well, I think on that play, you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent. And he's
I want to try to catch him off guard.
He put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes.
And it comes down to one play.
Timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
One play.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Pass to the end zone. Caught! Oh, a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
You did the hard.
Can't celebrate too much yet. We know what happened against K-State.
What are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now? Go for
I don't have any timeouts.
kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down.
If I go for 2, I have to run it. I literally can't opt out. Chat, I like to get you guys involved sometimes. I like to get you involved sometimes. Take the penalty. That's fair. We could take the penalty. Let's look. Let's look. Let's look.
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here.
That's scary. That's real scary with LJ over there, though.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
How far away we are now, yeah.
If they knock through the extra point, we'll be all tied up close to halftime. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up.
Had to do it. They lined up for the bubble a bit too well.
13-play scoring drive.
Had to play the hand that was dealt.
We decide to tie it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we could be headed for free football. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing.
2 seconds away from overtime.
That return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Okay, long way to go here. Are you content to play for overtime, David?
And that's the question. Don't make the mistake here. You could.
And he breaks into the
Dude, my defense almost let him go.
plays on the
Holy
name of
fuck.
the game, and they get one here before the
Okay.
defense finally makes a stop.
My defense almost let him go. It is overtime. A win, and we're promoted. A loss, and we'll be stuck in the 11th tier for one more season at least. Overtime in the final game. Of course, that's what it came down to.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach.
We win the toss.
Most teams when it comes to overtime.
I normally play offense first. I'm going to play defense first this time.
In the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is
Let's play defense.
Football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Give to the running back.
That's insane. He got a 1st down there. That's fucking insane. There's no way. Doesn't help that I missed down the middle because of the cut he made, but holy shit, dude.
As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Brown has it. They knock
Got him that time.
Pick up the 4 ball. It's at the 9-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun.
Intercepted by Holland.
And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. And man, just a soul-crushing turnover by...
A field goal wins the game. They tried the curl, and the corner absolutely pounced on it. A field goal wins it.
The ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much.
We do have a long way to go, and the wind is fucking crazy.
You've got to be so precise.
It's not over yet.
Timing and accuracy if you were the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite.
Fortunately, trying to get a running game going didn't work out too well there.
Man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuck
How are they lining up here?
2nd and 10.
That's not good. They got 3 on that side. Let's opt out of this.
Looking to throw, it's Frost. Coming after it.
Nearly intercepted on the other side because our guy lost the inside edge.
Man, what a change.
He had it, and he fucking gave it up.
We're looking at 3rd down. 3rd and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore.
And they just totally stuff us. We couldn't do anything. It's a 42-yard field goal off angle against the wind
I love the 3rd down.
for the win.
In-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
And
There's a flag. What's the flag for?
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
TOUGLANE win in overtime.
they'll decline the penalty.
Yes!
The result of the play stands.
Yeah.
That pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here. But
Holy fuck, dude.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw.
Oh my fucking god.
Do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about.
We get promotion
yeah, right.
in the last game of the season
Not happening, but we got
in overtime
back and forth, nip and tuck.
against the number 2 team in the country
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse.
on an off-center field goal against 13-mile-an-hour wind.
Of EA Sports College.
And I fucking drilled it. It's not going to show me the replay of that field goal, but holy shit. We come back and win. A storybook season for the ages. I could have gone without the extra stress. But in case anybody doesn't know how these dynasties / franchise modes tend to go for me, welcome. You are now officially a part of the club. The fact we had to beat a top tier team to get out of the worst tier. The fact we had to do that with our backup quarterback over the last, what, 4 or 5 games?
I'm just trying to walk through this fucking
Robbie,
grass.
thank you for the follow, man. You could say, yeah, you could say I'm losing my hair over this. Dude, Frost had 100 yards on the ground. That was so fucking stressful, man. Oh my god, Tariq Williams, have yourself a day. 3 sacks allowed. Headline, TOUGLANE. The fuck? Dude, literally 4th and 8 from the Louisville 9 to force overtime. We got him on the crossers. End zone touchdown. In overtime, DeMarvin Holland. Picture perfect pickoff. 3 plays where we gained literally no yards. But the most improbable field goal to win it. 23-20. We just knocked off the number 2 team in the country. The biggest win in our program's young history. We just beat the number 2 team in the country in our 4th season. And we secure promotion to an actual conference. With a couple of 5-star recruits on the way. Johnny McCormick saw that shit and said, sign me the fuck up. The 4-star gem safety, I believe, out of Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, 4-star gem, Johnny McCormick. Championship. Dude, our contender status is now an A. It's showing us as the 10th best. Damn, I can't even. You gotta watch this VOD back, man. Kingsley Reese. I don't know how the fuck was Kingsley Reese. That's gotta be a glitch. He didn't do anything, but way to go, Kingsley. Unless it was a fumble he forced or something. Number 20 in the nation, TOUGLANE. Ranked for the 2nd time in our history. Louisville fell to number 8. Unreal. And there it is. We had one more game on our schedule than ODU, and we won it. It took 9 wins. 9 fucking wins to get out of Indy status. We would have had them on tiebreaker had we not had to play that extra game. My fucking nerves are still through the roof, man. My fucking nerves are still just absolutely through the goddamn roof. We do have some recruitment to focus on still. Again, in the hunt for 3-star gems who are essentially 4 stars. There are some teams that still have to play games. Another gem of an athlete, Jay Walters. All in for him now. What about Lonnie Verrett? Don't know yet. Okay. Now he signed with Notre Dame, exactly. Holy shit, those last 2 games were so fucking intense, man. To lose one sucked, to win the other is something else, though. Let me handle recruitment, and then we'll talk about conference championship week. Because we have good news on that front. Anybody ready for a visit? I mean, we can't schedule a visit. That's right. It's so late in the season. Lonnie Verrett, are you a gem? Yes, you are. Jesus Christ, there's so many gems. No guarantees we get everybody, but, go Lonnie Verrett. Congratulations. We do need another... We needed a lot of tight ends this year. So is the conference championship week schedule still fucked up? Yeah, it is. Well, we will know, because the games on December 20th are the ones that are weird and don't even end up being played, I'm pretty sure. So, in terms of promotion and relegation, we start in the bottom tier. The Blue Moose of TOUGLANE are going up. Thank God. Tier 10, Conference USA. Bowl game was Bowling Green against, I think, Wyoming. The team that is relegated is Navy. We are taking Navy's spot in Conference USA. In the MAC, San Jose State have been relegated. Well, Miami and Louisiana Tech will play for the conference crown. In the Sun Belt, Tier 8, one of these teams will be left out. However, for conference record... Holy shit. So North Texas technically didn't play the extra game, so they're safe. I don't know why they didn't play the extra game, but whatever. We got 4 teams at 4 and 7. 5 wins. And then 4 and 7, it's down to East Carolina and App State. If they played head-to-head, which they should have, App State survives and East Carolina goes down. East Carolina needs to have beaten App State to survive the drop. East Carolina did beat App State. The Mountaineers are going down on tiebreaker. Rough turn of events for App State, but they get dropped through all of those tiebreakers. Wow. They'll be down in Tier 9. Tier 7, the American Conference, sees Wake Forest relegated. Obviously, we beat them in a non-conference game this year. Tier 6, the Mountain West. Louisiana, the Ragin' Cajuns, who had previously earned promotion, are going to be relegated right back down at 2 and 9. Pac-12, the one extra win. They scheduled one extra game. You're fucking welcome, Indiana. San Antonio are getting relegated. Another team that had moved up that is going right back down. They get relegated on tiebreaker. In the ACC, California, the Golden Bears easily relegated. Pittsburgh will play in the conference title game. In the Big 12, Iowa at 2 and 8. The Hawkeyes have been relegated. In the Big 10, at 0 and 10 in conference, the U, Miami, have been relegated. And in the top tier, Texas. Down, up, down again for the Texas Longhorns. They will be relegated to Tier 2. The sorting is funky. That's why UNC was at the bottom. They gotta fix that. Texas gets relegated for the second time. So, Conference Championship Week. It is Bowling Green and Wyoming, Memphis and Arizona, Miami and Louisiana Tech, Baylor and UNC, Western Kentucky and Charlotte, Houston and Rutgers, Oklahoma and Ohio State, Washington State, and Nevada, Colorado and Pittsburgh, Louisville, and Wisconsin. Louisville still in the conversation with that 8-3 conference record. They take on Wisconsin. Those are your conference championship games for this year. Let's see how it plays out. And then obviously we'll have... actually, before those games are played, let's look at the end of the regular season stats. Let's look at those. So for us this year, what a loss Brett Cole was. Again, his season is over. 2,500 yards, 21-5 with a 78% completion percentage. To survive losing him, Bryce Frost will forever be a legend on this team. He could never fully lock down the starter role. This guy's a fucking legend. 1,000 yards, 9-3. Shout out to Bryce Frost. Brett Cole there. It's crazy. Rushing-wise, Tavian Grant with almost 500 yards, 3 touchdowns. Targaryen had 5, Cole with 4. Obviously, we switched midway through the season, or early on in the season, to the air raid to try and keep Cole happy. Reception king, it was Javon Moore's season. 82 receptions for nearly 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns. Javon Moore, have yourself a season as a senior, no less. Dude, LJ only had 6 receptions because Bell ended up playing a lot. Simon ended up playing a lot, I should say. But LJ was clutch against K-State, that's for sure. Blocking-wise, not a single sack allowed by Aiden Kramer in 12 games through 832 downs played. Aiden Kramer's that dude. But 8 sacks allowed by Damian Green. Not ideal. Our tackles struggled this year, clearly. Defensively, our leader, Christian Allegro. Or it'd be Allegro, wouldn't it? I haven't decided how the hell to say his name, and no one's correcting me otherwise, but what a transfer he's proven to be. He's heading into his final game. Over 100 tackles this year. Sack leader with 5.5 was Stefilin Green. Could never quite replicate the 11.5. And then DJ Dean as well. I mean, a dual threat at defensive tackle. We're going to miss them both next year, that's for sure. I mean, Stefilin Green's an 89 overall right now. And our pick leader with 4, DeMarvin Holland, who sealed the deal for us. Against Louisville, he'll be back next year unless he goes pro. Go to Mills had 3 as well. And the only one that Christian had this year was actually me as a user. Go figure. Kicking-wise, Lincoln only missed 1, and I wasn't the one to miss it. He was perfect on the extra points, and we got 1 more year of George Lincoln III. What a player. Nationwide. I'd like to take a look at how things sorted itself out. The passing leader, the only man to break 4,000 yards, was USC's Evan Bowe. They also had Louisiana Tech's Evan Bullock, Colorado State's Jackson Brousseau, Georgia Tech's Kona Takuafu, and Clint Goris at Jack State. The touchdown king was Evan Bowe. You also had Dane McGann at Nevada, Trevor Jackson at Florida State, Evan Bullock, Jackson Brousseau, and House Hesney at TCU, all with at least 40 touchdown passes this year. The rushing king, the only guy to break 1,000 yards, Michigan's Ben Dugans. You also had Jaden Scott at NC State and Barry Brown at Nevada, each over 900. Touchdown king with 14, though, was Ricky Hunt Jr. at Ohio. No wonder why Ohio was hanging in there for promotion for so long. Since he's Manny Covey was up there, as was Detrell Jones at BC. Reception king with 85 was Damon Brazil at Hawaii. Shout out to Javon Moore, though, who was top 6. Your yardage king was Javon Moore. Led all wideouts in the country in yardage. The touchdown leader, though, 3 with 16. UNC's Jordan Shipp, Jaylen Brown at Florida State, and Jamari Person at Colorado State. Blocking-wise, Aiden Kramer has a shout. He was the best offensive lineman in the country. Most downs played without a single sack allowed, alongside Greg Cordova at Navy. Defensively, the tackle leader was Darius Jones. The Egro was up there as well with 106. They were both tied. The sack leader, of course, for linebackers. It doesn't show defensive linemen. It's stupid, but Stephen Allen with 7. And then the pick leader with 6 was Richard Castro at Hawaii. Got a couple other guys with 5, including a dude out of Wyoming. The kick leader most made, Grant Meadors, I'm guessing, at Oregon with 25. And then Lincoln was second with 23. And he wasn't perfect. Garrison Ripa at Jack State was one of a few to be perfect this year, but George Lincoln was great this year. Oh, man. I'm still just overjoyed that we actually pulled off that win against Louisville, man. My God. Let's see what happens heading into the next week. Oops. Well, we're going to keep the same staff. I forgot that was conference championship week and the time to change coaching staff. So we're going to keep them again for another season. My bad. Doesn't matter. They're fine as it is. Dennis Brink, 4-star center out of Bradenton, Florida, has signed up, as has 3-star gem tight end Kelvin Burnett out of Avon, Connecticut. And 3-star tight end out of Loganville, Georgia, Alex Kumar. Fair enough, and we miss out on Jaleel Ogletree. Shout out to Proper Nifty for the follow, by the way.
The man was a fanboy.
And I should have double-checked the staff. I totally forgot it was that week. I was just too distracted. Not the end of the world. We have a decent coaching staff, so... But there might have been somebody better. We'll never know. So for Conference Championship Week, here are the teams that are getting promoted. Out of Conference USA, Bowling Green gets the promotion over Wyoming. For the Pac-12, we see Arizona get the win over Memphis. Arizona secures promotion. Louisiana Tech, champions of the MAC. Baylor win the Big 12. Win there for the Baylor Bears over North Carolina. Charlotte wins the Sun Belt over Western Kentucky to earn promotion. Houston win the Mountain West over Rutgers. Ohio State win the bragging rights of the SEC. Washington State win the American over Nevada. After a great season for Nevada, they fall short. Pittsburgh gets a big win over Colorado to win the ACC. National champions last year, by the way, was what I was going to say. And then Louisville still win the Big Ten over Wisconsin. They bounce back from their loss to us. There we go. Promotion relegation has been decided heading into next season. We won't be able to update it for a little bit. Just double checking I didn't miss anything. We did not. So that'll set the stage then. Heading into next week, you got this weird week 16 bye week, whatever the fuck. I don't know why that keeps happening, but whatever. Walters and Verrett both in the conversation. Your Heisman winner. Second time we've seen a Clemson quarterback win the Heisman. Christopher Vizina. Not surprised they gave him the Heisman, but there you go. Christopher Vizina wins the Heisman at Clemson. I was wondering if we were going to have an award winner. Your Kicker of the Year. Lou Groza award winner. I guess they didn't proofread that one, huh? George Lincoln III, Kicker of the Year. Our first award winner. And he deserves it. And we were able to clutch that field goal. Awesome. We draw Georgia Tech in the LA Bowl. We're number 20 in the nation, which you can barely see through the logo. We draw Georgia Tech at the LA Bowl this year. Our second straight year with a bowl game. We'll take that. Hosted by Gronk. Say it right. No, I won't. Shits and giggles, what job offers did we get? Kyle wants us as a head coach. Clemson wants us as a defensive coordinator. I could pull a Mills and OC job at Utah State. Clemson recognizing talent, but we're not going anywhere. And again, in terms of managing staff, I wish I could fire people, but I now missed it. But again, both these guys are solid. They fit our schemes for the most part. Pennsylvania, Central Florida for the pipelines, so I'm all right with that for another year. Not too worried about early National Signing Day either. We'll take a look at the guys that we've brought in afterwards. What I am intrigued by is the playoff bracket for Season 4, which looks like this. Notre Dame against Louisville. Winner plays Bowling Green. Excuse me? How the fuck are they the 1 seed? I mean, I guess they're ranked 16th, but what the fuck? Ohio State plays UCF. Winner takes on Florida. Oklahoma and Wisconsin, with the winners playing Cincinnati. Oregon and Pittsburgh. Winner plays Houston. Yeah, we'll be screenshotting that. And let's see. Looks like they're doing all right without you. At Mills Twitch. Wow. Yeah, Florida's 5-7 and they're the 4 seed. Yeah. Don't ask me to try to explain that. I can't. Don't ask me to try and explain it. I cannot. With that, one more game to go this year. We are going to be without Cole and Varner. But this will be the last hurrah for quite a few guys on this team. A lot of guys on this team, but they've made their impact. Tariq Williams, Stephen Green, Aiden Kramer, Christian Allegro, Dakota Mills, Asher Varner, unfortunately, unless he gets a medical red shirt, is gone. Marquez Carty, Javon Moore, DJ Dean, Tawfiq Byard, Kingsley Reese, Cooper Young, David Anderson, Maverick Bentley, and Miles Springer will all be leaving at the end of this next game. That's a lot of talent to replace, but they have made their impact, their statement. They have one more game to go. It's the LA Bowl, hosted by Gronk, against the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Winning would be great. It's not a necessity. They're an 86 overall program. They're a damn good team. Obviously, we would like to win. Let's see if we can. To end it on a high note. We'll rock the old Navy blues. Here we go. One last hurrah for our seniors. Let's do it. Let's do it. Second straight bowl game. Here we go.
And what has become a terrific bowl game over the last few years, the LA Bowl.
From the Mayo Bowl to the LA Bowl. The bright lights of Hollywood shine upon TOUGLANE. Hopefully the last time you'll see that uniform without a conference patch. Let's see if we can send off our seniors on a high note after a, frankly, ridiculous season. We did play every second of the last bowl game. I don't know, maybe we play every second of this one. Maybe we do. Maybe we do.